How's it going, everyone? My name's Matt Felderman, and I'm going to be walking you through the 2025 Ultimate Overland Vehicle Build. And this year, we're fortunate enough to get a 2025 GMC Sierra HD AT4X AEV edition. The GMC Sierra HD combines luxury, capability, and performance. This truck, we went with the 6.6 liter Duramax diesel engine. And with this combination, it gives us 18,000 pounds of towing capacity with a 2,600 pound payload. So for a camper like this, it's the perfect truck. Now, for those that want to go a little further off-road, the AEV edition supplies a ton of content directly from the factory. The AEV edition package adds front and rear stamped steel bumpers with unique fender flares, 4 stamped steel skid plates protecting the radiator, IFS, transmission, and transfer case. Once this truck got to AEV, it was further enhanced with an AEV upfit package. This AEV upfit package adds 37-inch tall tires and 18-inch AEV wheels, snorkel, a come-up 12,500 pound winch, AEV differential cover, and this truck in particular has AEV's paint appearance package. So the roof, hood, and tailgate all got a custom paint package. Additionally, AEV added one of their prototype light bars to the front of this truck. And on that light bar, we put 4 Vision X Explorer off-road lights. These are really cool because they have a smoked lens, they have a built-in daytime running light, and the performance is awesome. So we have 4 of those on the light bar, on the bumper, and then we have another 5 of a slightly larger version of that light up on the camper. So in total, we're working with 9 Vision X Explorer lights. So this truck will absolutely light up the night. Now, the come-up winch that we installed in this truck is actually a GM accessory part. So even though we were the ones that installed the winch, owners that buy this truck can actually have the dealership install this very same winch. And the great thing is it's fully integrated into the truck, so it's very safe and really impossible for anything to go wrong with. GMC has really been making waves in the off-road industry with their AT4X package. Now, these packages include an amazing suspension straight from the factory. And the Sierra HD AEV edition, it's no different. This truck features front and rear Multimatic DSSV dampers. As far as a do-it-all shock, it's one of the most versatile I've ever driven on. So it was very important for us to not disrupt all that factory tuning that went into this truck. So with the addition of AEV's 37-inch tire clearance kit, we were able to fit the 37-inch BF Goodrich All-Terrain KO2 without the need to lift the suspension or any modifications. Now, we plan to spend a ton of time on the road, so it was really important to try and make this truck as efficient as possible. So with the combination of the AEV snorkel, feeding the engine nice clean air, we combined it with a MagnaFlow exhaust to help get that exhaust out more efficiently. Additionally, if we end up loading this thing up and the back end starts squatting on us, with the addition of Airlift's Load Lifter 5000 Pro Series kit, it'll pick the back end right back up. Inside the GMC Sierra HD, you're surrounded with luxury and all the latest technology. So everything that we added to this truck on the inside, we tried to integrate as seamlessly as possible. To control all the added electronics in this truck, we added the Switch Pro's SP9000 system. It's a really clean way to wire all your lights, all your electronic accessories in one spot that's easy to get to and done very cleanly. We have our Zoleo emergency communication device. Should we ever be off the grid and in an emergency situation, this will allow us to reach the people we need to get help. Inside the center console is where we mounted our Midland MXT 575 radio. I've been using these for a while, and Midland makes some of the best radio equipment out there. This radio is great for staying in communications with your friends on the trail, or you know, even if you need to reach out and talk to someone a little further away. Now, we all know that finding a place for all your tools or smaller items that you need during your trip can be tough. And as you travel and go in and out of bags, often those things get loose. Onward Supply, they make this amazing out-of-the-box organization system. You have plenty of places to put anything that you need, from first aid kits to radios, tools. There's a home for everything with this system. And you can custom order these to fit your specific needs, or like what we did, we took their recommendation and got one of their out-of-the-box systems where they include everything that they'd recommend for a complete kit. Now, the OEV Backcountry Camper was definitely at the top of my list.
Designed to match your adventurous spirit, the OEV Backcountry Camper combines unparalleled durability with thoughtful comfort. Its unique pop-up roof expands your living space, while the 4-season insulation keeps you prepared for every climate.
Inside is where we mounted our Xantrex control panel running our Freedom X 2000 inverter. And this is also obviously running with their solar panels up on the roof of the camper. There's a really nice spot for it right by the sink here, so it's easy to get to. Additionally, we added a isotherm 65 stainless steel fridge from Indel Webasto. We thought that this looked super classy in here. They've been making exceptional fridges, especially in the marine industry, for years, and was a really good fit for the interior layout in this camper. Below where I'm sitting is where we actually mounted the Battleborn batteries. And these are the batteries that, you know, house the power from the solar panels and also help run all the stuff that we have going on in here. Battleborn makes some of the best batteries out there. These are their heated batteries. And it's just a really slick setup, works extremely well with the OEV camper. Overall, I'm really happy with the way the electrical system turned out in this. It's all very clean. OEV has thought through things to make sure everything is in the right place, and you have all the provisions to really set this camper up to be your own. OEV hooked us up with one of their brand new cabinet systems on the back of this camper. The beauty of this cabinet system is it gives us additional space for things like a recovery kit or any of our camping gear without using up the interior storage space. It's very secure, and with everything that OEV does, very waterproof and just a really high quality piece. And when it came time to getting the actual camper put in the truck, we reached out to Tiny Rig Company. They happen to be one of my favorite installers out on the West Coast. They're an OEV dealer, and additionally, they happen to be a dealer for some of the other components that we were using, such as the Alu Cab shower cube and the 270 awning. Installing this camper into the bed was fairly simple, and we opted to use Torquelift's new Apex anchors. These anchors are really user-friendly, easy to use, and really it gives you the peace of mind that this camper is not going to go anywhere, even over rough terrain off-road. When it came to water and heat, one company stood out in my mind, and that's Truma. They have an amazing reputation in the industry, and they really had everything that we could want. We used their countertop, their stainless steel sink. We added a Truma hot water heater and a Truma cabin air heater to keep us nice and warm and to make sure we have plenty of hot water for showers out on the trail. To ensure we have plenty of water, we added a 20-gallon freshwater tank, also from Truma. The Forest Tool multi-purpose toolkit is a great addition to this truck. It gives us the utility of having multiple tools, but in one easy-to-pack kit. It's something that we've had in pretty much all our previous Ultimate Overland Vehicle builds, and one I'm very glad to have in this. One exciting new sponsor that we have this year is OnX Off-Road. As many of you know, OnX Off-Road is the #1 GPS software available today. One of my own personal favorite things about using OnX is the ability to zero in on a specific obstacle and also find campsites, and really you get a different level of detail for the different trails you're doing than I've seen on really any other platform out there. So OnX for me, if I'm going on a new trail in Moab, that's my go-to GPS. Everyone loves having a campfire, but obviously not everyone likes going searching for wood, and sometimes because of fire restrictions, you can't have an open campfire. For that reason, we reached out to LavaBox for their portable propane-powered campfire. Best of all, LavaBox just released their new campfire stove that sits right on top of the portable campfire, and this allows for easy, hassle-free cooking no matter where you are. For cookware, we didn't want to carry around a ton of stuff. Opinel hooked us up with their 5-piece Nomad cooking kit. This is a versatile and compact solution for all your cooking needs out on the trail. The best things about adventure travel is getting away and leaving the work behind. But that's not always the case for some people. So thanks to our Red Zone wireless internet, we can stay connected when we need to, upload photos, answer emails. We can really do it all right from the comfort of our camper. We wanted to run our OnX GPS maps on an iPad, and there was really no great place to put an iPad, as the truck sat. So we reached out to Tacform. They make a really slick, no-drill mounting system that securely mounts a tablet and a phone right to your dash, right where you want it to be, and without vibration. Airing down before you hit the trail has a ton of advantages. It makes for a more comfortable ride, it gives you more traction, and it's also actually better for the environment. Now, that's all fine and good, except when you need to get off the trail and back onto the road. Thanks to our Vi-Air onboard air system, we can air back up right there at the end of the trail and hit the road without any additional stops. It's great when things go as planned, but sometimes they don't. Rig Ready Systems hooked us up with one of their new Jackout HD kits. Basically, this is an emergency kit in a box. So it gives you an impact wrench to help change a flat tire, jumpstart a dead battery, emergency flares in case you're broken down the side of the road. This is a really thought out kit. It stores away nice and conveniently in its own box, and is really something that I love as an all-in-one emergency solution.